Hi, Dave Gagne here, owner of That's Biz. I'm going to show you how to set up a Twitter account for your restaurant. When we're done, you'll be ready for your customers to become followers of your restaurant. So let's get started. First thing we're going to go is to twitter.com, and then we're going to click on the button Sign Up Now. Here you're going to want to enter your first and last name. This is probably the trickiest part of the entire setup. Twitter gives you 15 characters for your username. Ideally, you'd like to use your restaurant name, but there's a high likelihood that someone else has the same name, particularly if you're a franchisee. We recommend using your name followed by a number. Perhaps it's a number that's part of your street address, or maybe a store number assigned by the franchisor. But don't worry about customers finding you. There'll be other ways they will discover your Twitter account and know it's you. In our case, our restaurant is called Your Restaurant. Twitter actually checks the availability and tells us that that name is okay. We'll set up a password, and we're going to set up our email address. Like Facebook, Twitter has the security area where you need to type in the 2 words. If you can't read the words, just like Facebook, you can click on the button Get 2 New Words. In this case, we can read these, so we'll put them in. And we'll click Create My Account. Since this is the first time that we're signing up, Twitter gives us the option to see if we want to find friends on Twitter by using our email address in our email address book. In this case, I'm going to skip this step and click to continue. Facebook then gives us another option to follow some interesting people perhaps, and you can scroll down to see who they are. In this case, we're going to uncheck the box. We don't want to follow anybody. We're just going to set up our business account, and we'll finish. Okay, we have an account. As you can see, our page looks somewhat generic here. It is the default settings for Twitter. We're going to want to do a little bit of customizing just to make this look like our restaurant and our restaurant colors. And we're going to start that process by going up here and we're going to click on Settings. From here, we're just going to walk through the different tabs. It starts with the first tab, Account, and it pre-fills in the information that we completed on the first page, which is my name, the username for the restaurant. Twitter in this case does allow you to change this if you want to at this point or even later on. I would suggest that you settle in on a restaurant name and then keep that and not change it going forward. Here's our email address, and then we have an option here for time zone. So we'll click the down arrow, and our US and Canada time zones are at the top of the drop down. We're Eastern time. This is a great spot if you do have a web page to put your URL in here. So we'll put our URL for our restaurant. It does give us an opportunity what they call as a one-line bio. For the one-line bio, we recommend using your restaurant's tagline. For example, for our restaurant, we'll use healthy and affordable dining. For location, here we recommend that you list the city and state. If you're a franchise, you might be in a city where there are other owners in the same city, so you may even want to list your street address here as well. In our case, we'll put down Orlando, Florida. It does give a couple of options. We'll choose English. And here's the box for protecting my tweets, which since we're a public site, we're not going to click that box. Okay, let's click Save. And we can see that we get a message at the top of the screen that says our settings have been saved for this tab. We're not going to click on the password tab. It's nothing more than a tab that allows you to change your password. We'll click on Devices. And on the devices, you can see that you can add a mobile phone to receive tweets to your phone if you'd like. We'll click on the Notices tab. On the Notices tab, I'd keep the defaults at this point. That way you can see when someone decides to follow your restaurant or send you a direct message. If you want, you can click the box here as well to receive the inside scoop. We'll save the changes here, even though we didn't make any. You'll see that your notification changes have been saved. Let's go to the Picture tab. On the Picture tab, you can upload a graphic. We recommend using your logo or a recognizable image from your website that customers will identify with your restaurant. We also found that square images work the best. So let's browse for our company logo on our hard drive. Here's our logo. Let's double click on it and we'll click Save. And there's our image, and we can see that it fit nicely into the square. So let's go to the next step and we'll go to Design. On the Design page, we have an opportunity to take the generic Twitter design and change the color combination so it more closely reflects the color combinations that somebody might find on our website, or perhaps if we don't have a website, the color combinations that they would find on, say, our menu. Our recommendations here are geared to the restaurant owner that wants a good-looking Twitter page but doesn't want to spend a lot of money creating a custom page. So let's go down and we're going to click on Change the Background Image. And we'll scroll down. And in this case, we're going to select that we don't want a background image. And now we're going to change, and you notice when we did that, the cloud pattern disappeared. And now we're just dealing with the colors that are associated with the page. And just a little bit of nomenclature. On the left and the right hand side is referred to as the background. This section in here is referred to as the sidebar. Text is text. These hyperlinks are the links. And then we have a small space between these two areas, the sidebar and the main box area here. That also is a sidebar border that we can control. So I'm going to scroll down again, and we're going to change the design colors of those areas to more closely reflect our website. So you can see there's the background, the text, the links, the sidebar, and the sidebar border, the color combinations as they exist today. So let's go take a look at our web page, and here's the color combinations from our web page. So a dark color would be perhaps this dark purple, and then in our helpful links box here would be a light purple. Now, not to get too technical, but with computers, colors can be controlled with what's known as hex codes. You could ask your web design company what is the hex code for this color right here and for this light purple right here. You could probably also ask your printer for what the hex code is for the dark and the light color. So I happen to know what those are for our website. So we'll go back over to Twitter and we're going to change the background and our hex code for our background, the dark purple. And let's change our text. Now, our recommendation for text is always use black. And the hex code for black is 6 zeros. For the links, we're going to actually use the dark purple for the link color. For our sidebar, we're going to use the light purple color. And for our sidebar border, we're just going to keep the same light purple color as well. And we're done. Okay, so you can see the color combination here. It's pretty close to our web page. So if somebody came to our Twitter page, it'll look and have a look and feel. Let's scroll down and say save the changes. Our profile customization has been saved. And let's click on our profile and see how things look. There you are. That's it. You're ready for customers to start following your restaurant. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. See how you can make updates to Facebook and Twitter at the same time in our series of videos for restaurant owners. Thanks again.